The Australian ambassador to the Lao PDR, Megan Jones, offers her keynote address to mark the Australia Day, which falls on the 26th of January. The ambassador said 2024 marks a year of celebrating key milestones of Australia's enduring relationship with the Lao PDR and with ASEAN.
Savadi Tuktan. I am Megan Jones. I am the Australian ambassador to the Lao PDR. I'm delighted to share with you the remarks I made when I hosted our embassy event this week to celebrate Australia Day. As many of you will know, Australia Day falls on the 26th of January, so we're celebrating a little later this year, given the busy start to 2024. On Australia Day, Australians come together to celebrate what's great about Australia and being Australian. Australia Day is about the ever-evolving story of our nation, our history, our lives, and most importantly, our people. This Australia Day is an opportunity to pause and reflect on the timeless history of our nation. 65,000 years, or 2,500 generations of history and continuous culture. It's also an opportunity to take part in the time-honoured practices of storytelling and wisdom sharing with our First Nations people, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, respecting and preserving language, culture and history. We're delighted to invite you to an exhibition called Walking Through a Songline, currently showing at Lab de Line in Vientiane. The installation serves as an elegant reminder that the story of Australia is as broad and diverse as the continent itself. It takes visitors on a journey along the Seven Sisters dreaming tracks through art, Indigenous voices and innovative multimedia. Another thing Australians are proud of is our partnerships with other countries. For my colleagues and I at the Australian Embassy, it's a time where we can reflect on our relationship with the Lao PDR and the region. 2024 marks a year of celebrating key milestones of Australia's enduring relationship with the Lao PDR and with ASEAN. First, Australia has been a close partner and friend to the Lao PDR for many decades. In 2024, we celebrate 72 years of unbroken diplomatic ties and 70 years since the first Lao scholar came to Australia on an Australian government scholarship under the Colombo Plan. Our relationship is based on mutual partnership, dialogue, understanding and trust. It is our actions, not just our words, which demonstrate how we have built this trust over time. From our early cooperation in the 1950s on scholarships, to the intention of Australian and Lao leaders to elevate bilateral relations to a comprehensive partnership, our relationship has matured into a multidimensional and meaningful partnership spanning development, economic, defence, security and foreign policy cooperation. Australia and the Lao PDR have a long history of cooperation in education and human resource capacity development. I want to acknowledge the many Australian alumni and thank you for your ongoing support of Lao-Australian relations. Our cooperation is expanding in defence, police, immigration and customs, cooperation and economic reform and public financial management. We've partnered with Lao PDR over decades in infrastructure development and agriculture, more recently on shared interests in energy, climate change and cybersecurity. And there are many other facets to our engagement, including human rights and regional collaboration on water management and countering people trafficking. During this year, we look forward to several high-level visits and meetings, particularly Prime Minister Sonsai Sifadun's official visit to Australia and his co-chairing of the ASEAN-Australia Special Summit in Melbourne in 2 weeks. We also look forward to welcoming a number of Australian leaders to the Lao PDR throughout the year as the Lao PDR hosts ASEAN's key meetings. Australia and the Lao PDR are ambitious for the bilateral relationship, which is why we have agreed to work towards signing a comprehensive partnership. The comprehensive partnership aims to expand cooperation in many areas and deepen our government and party links. We're also working hard to support increased business investment and economic connectivity. Australia's Southeast Asia Economic Strategy to 2040, released by the Australian Prime Minister last year, identifies trade and business opportunities for Australia and the Lao PDR, and will bring them to the attention of Australian business, which will be good for both our countries. Special Envoy for Southeast Asia, Mr. Nicholas Moore, visited the Lao PDR last year and identified key sectors for potential Australian investment: agriculture, renewable energy and resources. The year ahead presents challenges for the Lao PDR, Australia and the region in which we live. As Foreign Minister Wong has said, we want to live in a region that is peaceful and predictable, that is governed by acceptable rules and norms, where all of us can cooperate, trade and thrive, where each country pursues its own aspirations, where no country dominates and no country is dominated. This vision for our region is grounded in a respect for sovereignty. Sovereignty is exercised alone, but best assured when we are working together. Australia wants to work with the Lao PDR, including through ASEAN, to help shape the future of our region. The second milestone is to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the first Lao-Thai Friendship Bridge. Funded and constructed by Australia, many people recognise the opening of the bridge as the beginning of the Lao PDR's economic integration with its neighbours. The bridge opening was one of the first steps in turning Laos from a landlocked to a land-linked country, and was a pioneering investment for the national connectivity agenda that Laos has driven since. I look forward to celebrating this important anniversary in April. The final celebration is the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations. We were ASEAN's first dialogue partner and its first comprehensive strategic partner. ASEAN and Australia have a deep and enduring relationship, underpinned by strong people-to-people ties and connected through shared interests. Australia supports the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific and its vision for a stable, peaceful, prosperous and secure Indo-Pacific region. We are committed, engaged and invested at the highest levels. We are enhancing our cooperation under this partnership in areas of importance to the Lao PDR, including green energy transition, health security and digital transformation and connectivity. In 2 weeks, the Prime Minister of Australia will welcome the leaders of ASEAN and Timor-Leste to Melbourne for the special summit to commemorate the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations. Under the theme, A Partnership for the Future, the special summit is an important opportunity for Australia and ASEAN to discuss the issues that matter to our region. Laos, as Australia's ASEAN country coordinator, has played a particularly important role for Australia in recent times. We deeply appreciate Laos's active and supportive approach to being Australia's country coordinator over the last 2.5 years. So Australia has worked to support Laos as ASEAN chair. We're pleased to partner with the Lao PDR to prepare for 2024 through capacity building across policy skills development, interpretation and translation training, providing an economic advisory service for the priority economic deliverables, supporting the Lao PDR to strengthen its cybersecurity, media capacity building and defence support for English language proficiency. I say, of course, Australia will continue to support the Lao PDR to deliver a successful ASEAN chair year, leaving a positive and long-lasting legacy for years to come. I'm proud to celebrate this historic 50-year anniversary with ASEAN partners including the Lao PDR. And I'm looking forward to working together on this partnership for the future. In conclusion, I would like to also take the opportunity to reaffirm to our Lao friends and colleagues Australia's commitment to working closely with you in 2024 and the years ahead to support a positive and productive development of our bilateral relationship. I encourage you all to build on Australia's storytelling traditions as we write the next chapter of the Lao-Australia story together. You can also find some of these stories on the Australian Embassy's Facebook and website. Thank you.